guys, it's Thursday the 28th and I'm here to do your daily guidance. How are you all? Hope you're all doing well with this new full moon. I had a massive release night last night. I don't know what happened, but I feel magical for it today. So yeah, thank you moon. Thank you moon. Sometimes we just got to let go of a lot of stuff, haven't we? And it's just things you don't even realise come up. It's like, where did that come from? Didn't even realise I had that emotion. Didn't realise I felt like that. Didn't realise I'd held on to that for so long. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Always go with the emotion. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to scream, if you want to dance, if you want to shout, if you want to write stuff down, if you want to meditate, whatever it is you want to do, especially at this time, because, you know, the full moon is here to help purge things up and get shut. So if you're thinking of things over and over again, if you're dreaming about someone, if you're thinking about someone, if you're thinking about a certain thing, you know, get it purged. Get it out. You know, explore that feeling. Why are you feeling like that? Why are you thinking like that? Why are you seeing this person over and over again? Why are you going over a certain situation over and over again? What is it trying to show me? That's what you need to do. Get it out there. Release it. Release, release, release. So there. That's what I did last night and we're amazing. Well, it wasn't amazing at the time, but it's amazing now. It's like a mass purge and I love it. Right. So here we go. Let's see what we've got going on. Bit of a biggie last night. Kids not going back to school for a while. I were obviously quite upset about that. Not because of anything to do with, you know, anybody being ill or anything else. Just like, oh my goodness, I can't believe we've got so much longer to do this. Plus we didn't get any news on when we were going back to work, which is also a bit of a worry, isn't it? You know, all these small businesses needing to get back open. I understand why we can't open, but it just... You know, when we're in the unknown, that's when the fears start. So when we don't know dates. So if he'd have said to us, right, on the 8th of March, we are all going to find out if we're going back to work or not, then that'd have been better. Now I'm sat thinking, right, okay, so you're going to make, I can't remember what he said, 22nd or whatever he said. Now you're going to make a forecast on the 22nd. So does that mean we've got to start thinking about getting ready for work on the 22nd, 24th, whatever it is he said? Or does that mean that you're going to make a forecast that will start on the 8th of March. You know, it's just like, it leaves you in limbo. And I think when you're left in limbo, that's when worries, fears, things like that do start to come up. I'm really funny about my hood, can you tell? I'm always funny about these as well. I'm very OCD. Not like I used to be. Not like I used to be, but I used to be really OCD. Right, anyway, let's stop babbling on. So yeah, I don't know if you can tell, even I can tell a change in myself. You know, like, no. Good morning, I'm here to do your daily guidance. You know, like that tone. Today I've gone up a notch, which is great. And I hope that a lot of you have had the same experience. For some of you, you know, last night, over the last few days, may have felt a little bit overwhelming, like, why is this happening to me? Why am I thinking of this? Why am I doing that? But just remember to go with the flow because there's a reason everything's happening, okay? I've got a blob on my glasses. So let's get on. I know I just said that, but we're going to do it again. We've got card readings tonight in my group, which I'm really looking forward to. That's better. I can see you all properly now. So I'm looking forward to that. A little bit of learning for all of us. Exciting times. Oh yeah, if you watch this and you've tried to join my group, just answer all the questions. That's all you've got to do. Answer the questions and I won't decline you. I'm not being rude when I decline people, but I want it to be a proper safe haven. I don't want it to be somewhere that people come in and they haven't, you know, done a disclaimer. We're all learning. So if we say something we shouldn't, it's a disclaimer against that, basically. Also, it's, you know, if you are a true beginner and you've not done anything, it's not really the place for you because it's for anybody that's at least dabbled in a few cards, you know, done the level 1 in healing. It's not really for a total beginner. You would need to go and have a few classes and then come to us and then we'll nurture you a little bit from there. So it is for, you know, the novices, but the ones that have picked up some cards before and do have that little bit of an opening to what's going on. So yeah, sorry, I'm doing it again. I'm blabbing on. Right, here we go. What day is it? Thursday. I can't believe it's Thursday again. Right, here we go. Thursday. What have we got for Thursday, guys? What is the message for today? What is the message? Thursday. What do we all need to know today? What do we all need to know for Thursday? Thursday. There we go. Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. Thursday. Quite warm today. I feel like the temperatures must have just gone up just that little bit because it does feel warmer. Mind you, I have just been dancing around the bedroom. I've reverted to dancing around the bedroom with weights in my hands. Because today it's absolutely pouring it down. What else can you do? It's like, oh, putting on weight like there's no tomorrow because I'm not moving. I'm used to like getting up in the morning and I don't stop till I go to bed. And at the moment, it's like you're lucky at if you go from the computer to the kitchen more than 4 times when you're doing, well, more than twice actually when you're doing the home studying. And then of course you go out for maybe a short walk if it's not pouring it down. So exercise is just not happening. Although I don't, on the scales I haven't put any weight on yet, but you feel it on your body, don't you? And then all of a sudden you go up on the scales. Right, lovely. This is a message actually. Oh look, we get the joy card. This is a message. This is the message that I brought up actually this morning on my page. We've got the worship card here. We've got the reflection card. We've got the love card. And we've got the transition card. And then we'll top that off with the joy card at the end. So that's amazing. And put these somewhere you can sort of see them. Spin that round a little bit. Do it best I can. Right, let's get into these now. Let's just get into these now. Worship. Worship. We are all as one, okay? We are all as one. We are all here. This is a soul to me. This is the bodies. This is our bodies. Yeah? These are our vessels. This is all this is. Vessels. And this is our soul. And this is about us all worshipping us. Yeah? If you don't turn off already if you're not into unconditional love, if you're not into people being as one. I will warn you now because that is what this is about. So, these are the vessels. These are these cheekies, you know, our bodies. And this is us as a soul. This is us as one. This is us as the energy that we all are. This is us in our raw state. Okay? And this is us as humans learning that this is what we are, because obviously there's a lot of people out there that don't believe in spirit, they don't believe in a higher being, they don't believe in the magical things that go on around us that we don't really know about, and that's fine, that's fair, okay, that's good. You can believe in whatever you want to believe in. We're all on a journey, we're all on different stages, you know, and things change as we go along. But this is about, if you don't believe in this, this is about us all believing in one thing, and one thing is that we are all on this planet together to learn, to live, to be as one, as in we all have to get on and move on. Okay, we all have to do things we don't want to do just because it's better to do that than it is to put other people at danger. This is about people being very much a unit of we've got things to do, so we must do that. Okay. This time is a time for us all to reflect, okay? It's a time for us all to go in on ourselves and reflect on us as humans, other people as humans, as mankind as a whole. It's about us reflecting on Mother Nature, Mother Earth. It's about us reflecting on the ebbs and flows of life, why things happen, why things flow, why things stop flowing. You know, it's about us learning about ourselves, how we are as human beings, how we react to things, how we grow from things, how we move on to be better people. You know, it's about having that time to reflect on everything that is going on around us, and you can't help but do it at the moment, can you? Because we have nothing but time, but everything in the world happens for a reason. So if you believe that, think about the reason why we are all trapped in our houses at the moment, and think about what you should be doing while that's happening, because it isn't sat there thinking about all the bad things. It's about thinking about all the positive things. It's about thinking about all the things that you can change to make your world a very much more pleasant place. Because that starts on the inside. That's an inside job. Nobody else on the outside, not the Parliament, not Boris, not anybody, can make you feel any better about what is going on at the moment unless you choose to do some inner work. Okay? There's a reason that a lot of people don't like authority. Okay? And the reason why we don't like authority, the reason why we choose not to love, is because we have childhood wounds over authority. Okay? And it's as simple as that. If you're going up against something and you can't ignore something and you can't see a reason around something, it's because there's something that's triggering you within that problem. If you've got a trigger when it comes to anything, injections, and things like that, you've got to look at the bigger picture as to why you have that feeling, that fear, that phobia. Why you have that fear, that phobia of being trapped in the house, as you may call it. I see it as going in on myself. Some people see it as being trapped in a house, okay? Some people see it as being trapped forever. Some people see that, the fact that we're staying at home to look after our people, our elderly, anybody that may pick this horrible virus up, we're doing that to help protect people. Other people see it as control. Think about why you see things as you see it. I'm not saying there's any right or any wrong in anything. Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own thoughts on why things happen. All I'm asking you to do is to look at things, the good, which is the sunshine, and the bad when it comes to love. When it comes to the matters of the heart, when it comes to the matters of emotion, when it comes to how you react, how you think, how you move forward emotionally, when it comes to love, because this is all about love and you having unconditional love. If you can do things for your fellow man without, putting your back up and having a million excuses why you can't do that, this is what this is about. It's about, can you ride the storms and can you ride the love? Because, life isn't always about, unfortunately, which we all think it should be these days because we get a lot of things handed to us. Life is not about having the best television and the best car and the best house and the best this and the best that and the best other. Life is about other human beings and making everybody's life a nice place to be. Okay? That is worth 50 million times more than your big house, your big car, and the fact that you managed to get Netflix, Sky, and everything else. There's so many people not looking at this in a objective way. They think they're being objective because they're fighting everything, but they're not being objective with themselves. And this is a time for us now, in this last bit of lockdown, to sit down and completely transition. This is a transitions card. This is about learning. This is about growing. Can you see here, I've got the ice here, hanging off the edges. That's everybody that's stuck. That's everybody's stuck in a mindset. Now, there's no point, there's nothing wrong with having a mindset, okay? But it's when you get stuck in it that's the problem, okay? Or when you get too comfortable in a situation, or when you get too comfortable in a crowd that's leading a whatever they want to say, and you're just in the middle of it saying yes, 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 but actually you have no clue on what they're talking about. So for me today, and I can't believe I'm having such a strong carry on, it's probably to do with this moon and everything else, but it's about transitioning to a new way of thinking. It's about getting rid of this cold, icy feeling around people. It's about putting this little spark of love and sunshine into the rain here. Can you see it's like rain? That's the sunshine. Do you choose rain or do you choose love? Do you choose rain or do you choose sunshine? Do you choose to be, can you see how this is, he's floating along. Do you choose to float along through life and flow with life? Or do you choose to anchor that down here and be stuck? Do you choose to transition and grow to the next dimension? Do you, the next move on for me, when I ask Spirit about it, It's all about peace. It's all about understanding. It's all about living in a world of unconditional love. It's about us getting rid of our codependencies and learning to be as one, and learning that, you know, there is no being alone, because we can't be alone, because we are one soul as one. And that's what moving on is. The people that don't move on are going to be stuck. This is why we're having so many purging moments. This is why we've got so much coming up when it's emotionally, because we are trying to move up a vibration. We are trying to move up a level. The universe is trying to push us all into thinking more, into working on ourselves more. There isn't it isn't a coincidence that all of a sudden, you know, us light workers, us healers, us mediums are all coming out and trying to work harder. This is why we have more healers. We have more people like me coming into the universe, into the world. This is the reason that you've got more acceptance of what's going on, because we are trying to up a level. We are trying to move up. We are trying to bring the universe into better alignment. We have lost our direction. We have lost our way with certain things. And it's now time for us to take that time out. This is our ideal time to take that time out and really look in our hearts, really look, really reflect, really look at things. Look at ourselves with more love. You know, there's millions of people out there that aren't worshipping themselves enough, never mind other people. If you can't worship yourself, how can you love anybody else? It's all about us being in a position where we love ourselves, where we get rid of them conditionings that we've had through ancestral ties, through ancestral moments, through generation after generation. It's about us learning to, you know, love ourselves for the beings that we are, not for the cars that we drive, for the jobs that we have, for the money we have coming in. It's about us actually, you know, forgetting about all that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love having a nice house. I love having a nice car. I love having a good job, you know, but life isn't all about that. And until you can strip back all these things and be happy, just sat on your own, you're never going to feel this truly. Okay? You'll live a shadow version of this joy, because you're living in this materialistic world. You're living in a bubble. You're living in a dream. You're living in a non-reality. But once you become, you know, once you can live on your own and truly say, I love myself and I truly, 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 truly love other people unconditionally. How can you have that joy, that true joy? If you don't love yourself, for a start off, you can't have pure joy, can you? You can have a masked, I think this is the way life is meant to be kind of joy. But that's not a real joy. That's not a real happiness. That's not a true sitting in your own power, sitting in your own strength and sitting in your own love. Is it? So what do you choose, guys, over this next few weeks? Do you choose to work on yourself? Do you choose to sit and look at life, see how you can improve things, see how you can change yourself, see how you can change, you know, the way your family dynamics work? Do you choose to help the nation, or do you choose to, you know, do you choose to help the nation, I want to say, by not looking at statistics and things like that, but looking at how you are as a person, because that is the most important thing, is how we are as a person, how we evolve and how we grow, how we detach ourselves from the things that we've had from our past, how we learn to patch up those beautiful wounds that we've all had, how we learn to love ourselves. And once we love ourselves, we can love other people, because they're not mirroring us anymore. They're not mirroring everything they do, like the authorities and stuff like that. You know, when people don't stand up for us, when people don't stick around for us, we don't worry about that, because we're all right on our own, because we're not attached to anything anymore. When somebody tells us what to do, we don't go, you don't tell me what to do, because you were told what to do when you were a child and you didn't like that, and this and this. We look at what they say, and with love, we say, well, actually, that's not where I'm going at the moment, but I will stick to your rules, because, you know, that's the proper thing to do. I don't quite agree with it. I'm not sure about it, but I'm going to sit and think about it nicely. And you know, I'm going to take your advice, and I'm going to make sure everybody else is protected. That's the difference. That is the big difference. Sometimes, you know, we go about things in completely the wrong way. And now is a time to think about how we can change that, how we can evolve from that. And how we can make things, you know, a better place for everybody, especially for our children. What we do now sets an example for the rest of their lives. Think about that big and strong. Think about that big and strong. We are as one. However you look at it, we are as one. What your neighbour does, what your people down the road do will affect you right now. Will affect this situation right now. Think about it. However we look at it, we are all, whatever you believe, we are all locked and intertwined in some way. We all need to evolve. We all need to grow. We all need to move forward. Now is a real time to be looking at ourselves from the inside and making us happy from the inside so we can have true joy. Now, I hope all that made sense. I am going to disappear now. If you're not, if this isn't your belief or whatever and you don't resonate with this video, that's fine. You know, move over, move on. But yeah, one thing I want to say as well is spirit, yeah, only spread love and light. And I hate that word sometimes, love and light, but they do. So when you're hearing things of a negative disposition, you know, that's not bringing people together, you must question that. Okay? Because they won't do anything to make war. Only peace and love and support and growth and unity. Okay? Good night. Good night. I'm going to say good night and God bless it. I think it's because it's so blooming dark. Please do like, share and subscribe, guys, and I'll speak to you all later. Powerful message. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye.